Good morning and welcome to this edition of Maggie's Mindful Moments, coming to you directly from the beautiful Satsang House in Del Mar, California. And today I just wanted to chat about, this idea that we sort of buy into what we think. We believe what we think. We actually spend our lives living inside of our own thinking. And what if instead we just sort of notice that we're thinking? And we notice that those thoughts just sort of come and go like a wave. And maybe, just maybe, the thoughts aren't true. Maybe we're just making them up. It's our storyline. Maybe some of it's coming from the past, and we've just sort of intertwined it into today, right? This is one of the beautiful, greatest benefits of meditation, is to practice noticing your thoughts. People sometimes think that meditation is about not thinking, but that's not true. It's about noticing your thinking and letting it just go off, as opposed to allowing it to hook you and take you down a road that includes your storyline. So what are you saying, Mags? So I'm saying is that you do not have to believe your thinking. You don't have to believe your thoughts. Whew. What a relief, right? Oh my God, you mean I don't have to believe what I think? So staying caught up in your head and in your thoughts is a really dangerous neighborhood to hang out in, right? We spend an inordinate amount of time just trying to make things just so. A lot of us want things to turn out a certain way, or we want some certainty, or we want to know when things are going to turn out. And today, more than ever, we can see, in light of COVID, that that's just not attainable. This idea of certainty is just not attainable. So think about this just as an idea. Just think it through for a second. What if the paradox is that you can be actually liberated in these times of uncertainty? What if that's the case? What if the uncertainty is the place where you're going to find your freedom? And wouldn't that be cool, right? So if we're able to notice when we're starting to think and just allow them to surface like no big deal, it's just a thought, right? When we realize we're making a big deal out of our thoughts and getting triggered and carried away, see if instead you can just notice them and allow them to come and go, sort of like a wave, right? Just loosen up a little bit. Loosen your grip on the thoughts. Let go of the validity that you think those thoughts actually have. It may really seem counterintuitive, but it's when we don't have the answers, when we don't feel comfortable, when we feel a little bit shaky and uneasy, that's the time when we start to feel awakening. It's when we start to let go of that ego mind and all of the stories we tell ourselves and the storyline we live inside of, that we actually start to realize that we are not our thoughts. We're simply the thinker of our thoughts. And that right there is the key to meditation. Because we hold on to the ideas and the perceptions and judgments that we've concretized over a period of time. And it's then that there's like no room for freedom or possibility, right? If we're holding on to thoughts and judgments and feelings and storylines that we've carried with us for years, how in the world is there any possibility for change? But just try to remember those times where you've actually done something that you've been really afraid to do, like jump off a diving board or ride your bike or go bungee jumping or zip lining or something, in that moment of just angst and fear and just not knowing. And then when you finally let go, how much fun and how much joy and how much excitement that brought to you, and what a relief it was to just let go. So this is my point. Just let go and open yourself up to that uncertainty. I know it sounds counterintuitive, But the very moment that you defy your thoughts and you don't allow them to dictate your path, that's the moment that you are liberated. So more to come, but just see if you can just practice for a little bit this week or even just today, and see if you can just sit still for a minute and maybe close your eyes and just notice the thoughts and see if you can catch yourself in thought. That's the first step. It's a really tiny step, but it's super difficult, but it's a practice. So give yourself some compassion and go easy on yourself. And I will tune in with you again next week. In the meantime, please like and rate and review and subscribe if you want to hear more of Maggie's Mindful Moments in the weeks to come. Thanks so much for joining me. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.